1600
Wait a minute.
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Type in the word nigga.
Well, first of all, I've never been a big advocate of the term N-word because to really get the full effect of
Type in word nigga house.
say
They're
what
gonna
it
land
is.
you to
It's
the White
nigga.
House.
And then yesterday, both of us were privy to finding out the origin of the term N-word, or when it was popularized during the O.J. Simpson trial with Mark Furman. And I don't know about you, I'm not going to glorify anything that chump has his hands on, Mark Furman. Beyond that, again, put it out there. If we want to really do something for women, put it out there. Here's my Is there a double standard? Or should there be a double standard? Let me rephrase it. Should there be a double standard by if your homeboy says, hey, Larry Young, quote unquote, my nigga.
My nigga.
But if someone of another ethnicity uses
What's up,
the
my
word
nigga?
in the same loving, affectionate tone, are you upset?
At this point, I have had a major decision to agree with the NACP folks when they said we should ban the word nigger.
What's up, my nigga?
Now, I got to admit, I learned something yesterday that had passed me. That information is important, I weigh it. But, Coach,
I know the young people
even
say that.
though
What's up, my nigga?
the N-word is used, or the word nigger is used, even in some of our discussions, more, I think when there's something we're expressing anger, however it's used, and it's said to me by you, or it's said to me by JJ,
It's okay.
no, I don't like it,
Not really.
and I might say something or not, okay? But I doggone know I'm going to say something if somebody other than one of you said it to me. And particularly, yes,
But what if it's someone,
for white says.
but what if it's someone that you've got, like I, really good white friends?
True.
Hey, nigga.
So they're your friend. You know
My friends know better than to say something like that to me.
they're your friend.
Hey, nigga.
And so they get comfortable because they're hearing
This is what they talking
JJ
about.
hypothetically or Coach say it,
You right.
and they're part of our social circle, and they feel that, hey,
Then they
these
wanna
guys
say
are my boys, they're my buddies. We're out watching the game or at the casino, wherever, and I'm relaxed. And JJ says it, and now that person says it.
I was.
Are you upset with him?
I certainly will say something to him.
Yeah, I
That's
was
a double
don't say that
standard.
no more.
All right, I'm guilty.
That's a double standard.
I'm guilty. I'm going to stay guilty. I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Should there be a double standard with the word nigga? That's my question.
I'm guilty of it.
That's
Not
it.
is there, should there be?
I would prefer it's not used, but if it is, I can take it a little bit more from one of my
black
own
person.
than I can if it's not being told to me by one of my own.
But what about if one of your own is using it in a negative or derogatory light?
Like, hey, you.
Again, I would prefer not to do it at all.
Right.
And I certainly would prefer that they
So
not.
Lil Wayne can get on stage
Lil Wayne.
Listen, I hear what you're about to. If you're going in that direction, I sure would appreciate it.
and use it 5 times in 30 seconds, but if Eminem does it, he's wrong.
Yep,
Okay. All right.
Okay.
My question is on the table.
it's on the table.
Should there be a double standard when it comes to using the word, not the N-word, because we're burying that. I don't want to hear that. Cut them off if they use the N-word. The term nigga. Should there be a double standard?
Let's go to Barbara, 825. Barbara.
Larry, I've been following the show this morning, and I think that the majority, almost all of the callers that have called in, have been speaking very intelligently on the subject, and their comments have
Just
been really
answer the
well
question.
thought out. because it's in regard to our city, Baltimore City.
Answer
a
the
very
question.
relevant topic. Now we're going to, and by the way, none of them agreed with bringing in the National Guard.
Cut
None
off.
of them. And now we're going to move to a subject that is not relevant, has nothing to do
Take a move.
with
It's a
Baltimore
show.
City or helping or anything, but it all comes
It's a
about
show.
out of stupidity. Just stupidity.
Cut her off.
It is absolutely ridiculous to change the topic to something.
Cut her off.
And that is our new program director. No, it sounds like one, did it?
No, not so. But just so you know, when the president got his Twitter account up, and within I'm told within
I always
5
want
hours
to change something.
he attracted
Cut her off.
over 1 million
There you
other
go.
Twitters with him, and it was estimated that about 100,000 or so of them said, "What's up, nigga?" 100,000, and the response.
And you think all of them were white?
I don't know, but I got to tell you, I think
think
most of them. I don't know, but
I don't think so.
well,
You know, either you're gonna accept the word or not accept the word, in my opinion.
826, not accept the word.
Let's hear something
827. Let's go over here to Gene. Gene.
Good morning. The programming is great, Larry and Coach.
Answer the question, Gene.
The N-word, nigga, it's part of the vernacular. It's how we communicate with each other, on the day to day. If there weren't any N-word people, then would we be using the word? So it's almost ridiculous. In that sense, to answer the question, but it's a legitimate question. Larry,
Yes, sir.
you use the word, and I have you recorded and I record the programs a lot, and you used it. You used it in reference to, and I'll be specific. You used it in reference to when the white priest was killed in the movie. What was it called? Oh my God! The Oprah movie that she did.
Time is
But
up.
and what reference?
Okay,
In what way?
when the white preacher was killed, the people who killed him said, "There's nothing worse than the only thing worse than a black nigga is a white nigga."
Okay, and so when did Larry use it?
Larry said that he called him. I think Larry used the word "nigga lover." And I have it recorded. I could send it to you if you want to hear it.
Well, I don't know about that. You know, when
No. I have it-
I know he almost slipped and called me one day on the air.
That really must have been. Well, it had to be a real bad day. But I thought he was going to refer to the situation I talked about a few years ago when I was sitting in the Senate and sitting, member of the Senate Judiciary Committee.
That's right.
And I didn't know. I'm sitting. I'm not a lawyer. They put me on the committee,
Which you served for how many years?
10 years. 13 years in the House of Delegates and 10 years in the state Senate. And the first committee they put me on to express my dissatisfaction was in the Senate Judiciary Committee. Sitting next to me was a good friend, appreciated him, Senator John Pica. And
Italian stallion.
that's right. Then you got him. That's what he was. That's right. And we're sitting there, and I was trying to make my point on drug-free school zones.
Okay.
And I was making my points, and I just knew I had John Pica's vote. And he turned, he sat right next to me, and he started arguing against my point. And I'm arguing back and forth, and it got so heated, I said to him, and the whole committee turned and looked at
Hey,
me.
Larry.
And to this day, whenever I see John, he says, "I'm not that now." I said, "You weren't there," but
not that
out of
nigga
anger,
now.
I said that.
Okay.
It's 8:30 on the other side. We'll continue to take your calls on this issue. The word nigga.
The word nigga.
Should there be a double standard?
Double standard.
Good morning, this Larry Young Morning Show update brought to you by McDonald's.
Have a
Series
great
of
day,
showers today and